guys, Drake Summers here with some more Banished. We're loading into hope. Hope we can survive. Hope we can advance. Hope these 4 families we started off with can grow into hundreds, thousands of families as we grow, as we spread across this very unforsaken area. So, how are we looking? Herbalist, of course, Herbalist is doing its job. It's going to keep people healthy, it's going to keep people sick, and we actually can get, more use out of them for longer. Okay, we're storage goods are near capacity. We have to build a barn soon. Look at this bloody clear cut of trees. We're kind of branching off. We are going to expand, but of course, everything takes time. It takes a lot of time. So let's nominate another house to construct, and obviously the more houses we have, the more people we can sustain, and the bigger we potentially can grow, because we need a population flux. We need more people. And to be honest, one thing we probably should get started on, if we are thinking towards the future, we need a school. We need a place where people can learn, where people can be educated. And without one of those, it's going to be very hard to get ahead. So if we build that there as well, people are going to know we drop resources here, we're going to get this built, and we need to start getting kids into school. We need to actually get them to learn, because an educated person is someone who's going to work harder, who's going to know what they're doing. Actually, we don't need times 10, not really, but we do need a couple builders nominated to be like, hey, let's get this project done so we can actually collect said resources and be the better for it. Okay, there's actually a lot of stone here. There's actually a lot of stone here, so if we even just start collecting that, it's really going to help. School's nearly done, so we're going to have to get a teacher in there, because we still have a few educated adults for now. We don't really want to lose out on that. Obviously, we need an educated adult to actually teach kids, so we want to get on top of that quickly, because we want an educated society. And we're to school. Soon we'll have a few students, I believe. That is the hope. How old are these kids too? Well, you're a bit young for school. We're gonna get there soon. But of course, as long as we have that person nominated there, we are gonna grow. We're going to advance as a civilization. I don't think we only need really one herbalist. We might as well put a person just back to a dedicated labourer, not kind of a herbalist who's a labourer and there's nothing to do. It's kind of one person can handle the job for now. In terms of food, we're looking pretty good. We've got plenty of tools. We might need to... How are we looking for... No, we have no leather. We don't have a hunting lodge. That's probably why, guys. Which is, it's okay. And God, we need we need to knock a few trees down. Don't know what these because we need another dedicated forester. So if we actually get someone to be like, hey, let's cut down some trees, that makes things a lot easier for us. And we just tell them, please do that next. It's definitely been a busy few days for me, just trying to work, trying to get by. And as well, it does get actually hard to try and juggle things. I'm a lot busy with work, which is fantastic for me. I'm earning more money, which is fantastic. Trying to save, trying to get here. That's really the key thing for me. Last year was pretty difficult financially for me. I kind of, pretty much dropped off YouTube for a couple months, maybe a video here and there, and then that was about it. Again, I'm sorry about that, guys. It just happens. You get busy, and you're trying to make the most of the situation you're in. Okay, we've got a lot of children now, which is pretty good. Food stockpiles still looking good. We don't really want to make any other constructions just yet. I don't think we're kind of built up enough to warrant a well. I don't think the chance of a fire is very big just yet. you know, disasters seem to be few and far between, which is probably good for, well, good kind of in for the gameplay of Banished. Okay, I've got plenty of stone, plenty of iron, but of course, the more we can build that up, the better, really. We'll eventually convert into stone paths and the like, because people like stone paths, you know, you can do a lot more work, and well, that's quickly filling up yet again. But I mean, hey, that happens, guys. You know, time's advancing on. It's just a question, when are we ready to expand again? What are we really wanting to build? Because right now, I'm not sure. It could be a bit of an housing expansion around here. There's actually a lot of trees here as well. So I'm just nominating that, so you know, when they're nearly finished here, they'll cut down a few more trees and be like, hey, we're quite happy with that. We're quite happy. We eventually will build a trading post. I mean, probably the sooner the... Yeah, that kind of has to go. I mean, essentially we can build it here. But we don't really have accumulation of resources to trade and actually advance it. We really just need to focus on population growth. If we get the population to a good resounding number where we can have people farming, collecting resources and the like, we'll be okay. But for now, we just have to hold. With the hold, we have to wait and just see what happens. To be honest, we probably could build a hunting cabin here. Almost build it here. We could build it here, but we'll just leave it for now. Gatherer's hut, we're 4 people working there, yes, excellent. Food seems to be holding very well, which is, of course, you know, it's a positive thing to see. You know, slowly click cutting trees because that is what they do. They're good people. To be honest, we might actually do this. We could build a bridge. We're just nominating that for now. They'll get to it when they can. We've still got trees to cut down, which is their prerogative. Trees are sort of... I don't want to cut too many trees off because I don't want to have to keep building more forest huts. Woodcutter huts to be like... No, it is forester. Build more forester huts to be like, hey, plant more trees here so we can, grow and stuff. Food's still around the 1300 mark, which it's definitely a good sign. You know, these people are hard at work. They're making the most of the situation. They're on 13 kids now, so we're up to 32 people. That's pretty fantastic, guys. We've come a long way from the 10, 15 people we had at max. You know, we're growing. And just because I can, let's just nominate a few paths. Oh god, it's actually very, very difficult to see. Okay, and we'll be like, hey, these guys will be like, hey, let's build the bridge, let's make the paths, and, it'll just make our journey a little bit faster. Slowly they'll build the bridge, and then at least we have an access path here for more trees, more resources. And, obviously just showing our advancement as a wee village. It looks like it's a bit of a harsh winter. Still got, well, firewood's accumulating slowly but surely. Just look at that stone path. It's going to make a difference. People are going to walk fast. They're going to travel a lot further. And they're going to be better for it. Perfect. Our first of probably many wooden bridges. you know, it's a nice reconstruction. It's simple, but it does the job. People can get across if they need to. It's actually a shame we can't actually build these storage carts. You know, it's something that you start off with in some cases, depending on how you start the game, of course. But it's kind of like, huh? You know, I would like that. I would to like to build that, or even having like, you know, horses. The ability to be like, hey, let's drive this cart, you know, from here to over here. You know, something like that would be pretty cool. Horses. I should actually really check out the mods. There's some really cool mods out there which I've been checking out, which is pretty fantastic. But you know, kind of seeing what other works they can do. There's other like, you know, buildings, constructions, items you can get, but horses would be pretty cool. Oh, we haven't done that. We might as well just do that. Just be like, hey, let's get it finished, and then we can put these people back to work as just common labourers, good, honest working labourers. Obviously, until we are slowly dropping down the third. Obviously, more fat. Well, actually, we need for more people to grow up because you know these guys are living on their own. They're living on their own and be like, hey, well, you know, we're kind of some hard-working dudes, and you know, we'd like to meet a good missus, but you know, it's a bit slow going right now. So for now, we're gonna go like, hey, let's collect some of this stone and be like, hey, you know, they're gonna run across and. Man, that is a lot of deer. We need to get a hunter's lodge up very soon. I see, you know, food counts back up to 1300. Oh wow, we are actually missing out, guys. That will be our next nominated, because we actually need the lever anyway. So if we be like, I'll build it here for now because obviously we can destroy it, we can tear it down and be like, I've had enough of this, We'll continue on. So, you know, we're not doing so bad so far. We're gonna, you know, house up, a couple houses up, a school, a nice fancy bridge. But look at all those deer, they look so primed to be eating. We really need to be hunting, even if we just get one person there, the accumulation of leather is going to be beneficial for us. They nearly seem to be finished with the clearing job, which is bloody fantastic. Okay, a few more resources to gather, and that is it. And I really do enjoy this Banished music. It just comes on at the right time. It just reminds me so much of Neo's Coverage. The music sometimes can be really timely, and it's like, oh, this would actually be pretty cool. There's an achievement to build like a very long ass bridge. You build it from here to there, that would be insane. Insane in the membrane. I don't know why I was thinking about that. Thinking, oh god, I haven't actually listened to that song in a very long time. You see more trees coming, you know, slowly coming through. I was going to say through the woodwork, but no, we don't need any forest-related jokes coming. I'm a funny guy when I'm not trying to be a funny guy. And when I'm trying to be a funny guy, I'm not funny. So I'm just going to stop right there, guys, because we don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. In terms of a path, okay, let's try this. And god, the fan on my laptop is just a wee bit loud. I have to try and sit back a little bit to obviously. Well, I don't need to sit so far to the. You know, so far to the. I'm trying to think. So far to the actual laptop. Eventually we'll get a desktop, but obviously that's, you know, a few, you know, maybe another year, a few $1,000s. Money, resources I don't have right now. Well, I do have resources, but it's money and resources, but it's, I need to focus them on other areas for now. You know, having a trip away later on in the year, which is be a nice breakaway from reality, and just a lot of other kind of work which I'm doing. I need time, I need money there. You know, I need resources to experiment, actually see what works, and actually try and grow myself, which is a key thing. Okay, we have 3 kids in school now, which is fantastic. We get a hunter, you know, get a hunter going. At least we can be like, hey, hey. Okay. You know, sooner we get that done, the better. Tree that needs to be chopped down, but other than that, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Collect resources, and we should be done. Should be. One little bit of path left, and then we should be good. I hope the deer come back. I mean, it's a bit of a dead end, so they may not necessarily actually come. So obviously, we've got to hope. We've got to hope that they do. You know, there's quite a few up here. They've gone across the water. Of course, they do that. We don't want to risk that going across the water. That's why we build bridges. We're a civilized people. In terms of resources, we probably can be like, hey, we might as well just collect all this. We collect it. It's just going to make our day a lot easier. They have a job. They have a mission. Oh, there are a few deer. So, oh god, our food has actually dropped considerably. I wasn't actually expecting that. So let's hope our hunter is doing their job. You got a wide area to work in. Come on, there's a deer right there. Or not, just wander around. Don't tell me he's gonna start clobbering. No, he's not. Oh god, Alpha. What? Oh, have we had a bit of a population explosion, or? I mean, I don't mind nominating more people to work in food-related areas, but it's like, wow, our food has dropped right down. Which is a good, you know, it shows our growth, but as well, we need to keep food at a reasonable level for sustained growth. So at least having a few kids in school now, if they're going to become adults, become educated adults, they're going to be very useful adults. A few more students. At least 4 people working on the fish is good. They like their fish, don't they? Everyone likes their 400 fish, what the fuck? These guys have 400 fish. Who do they think they are? 4 people, but 400 fish. Who accumulate? Man, look at these greedy guys. Food's low, but it's really not low. We're just being greedy SOBs and keeping it all for ourselves because that's how we roll. Oh, venison. Oh, you beauty venison. We're not looking too bad here. Anyway, I might call it here, guys. We're growing ever so slowly, but you know, this is a journey. It's not just it's not the conventional city builder you may know. It's not pop out as many buildings as you can and go crazy. This is, you take it slowly. You can go for hundreds of years with this game. There isn't a rush with Banished. You take it every day, every season, every year. There isn't a rush with this game. You enjoy the experience. You see the life cycle of these villages. You know, you see some people live to maybe only 40, 15 may die. You see some people live to 80, 90, possibly even 100. This is a really magical game. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. And until next time, I'll see you in that next episode of a game called Banished.